Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now from the other studio. It's not really a studio, but yeah, it depends. You could argue that it sort of kind of is. I've moved again, so now the reason I'm saying this is now the audio should be slightly better than in the last 3 or 4 videos. Hopefully. I don't know. At any rate, welcome back to Let's Play some more Stellaris as the East India Trading Company. We're at war with this lot, and we've occupied quite a bit of their stuff, but now we're repairing our fleets, if I remember correctly. Or, no, we're done repairing our fleets. We're waiting for reinforcements to arrive within said fleets. This kind of looks nice. I mean, half of them that way, half of them this way. It looks more, I guess it looks a little bit more organic, which is funny considering the names and everything, but hey. Right, so I actually have 14% of the population are these Quenti already. So it's already 14%. I mean, considering they're only one planet, and I guess not that many of them really is there. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit funny. Now we have a little bit of crime on Earth, which is ever so slightly worrying, but the real thing that needs to happen right now, and I can't believe we have so many civilian industries, and yet consumer goods is just not getting satisfied. At any rate, though, yeah, what are we doing here? We need. There's Quenti growing on Earth too, is there? But I suppose that's cool. Right. There's also a little bit of unemployment here, but we're working on it. And working on consumer goods too. Huh. Alright. Now, is there a planet here that we need to... Yeah, there is. So let's go send this fleet over, and its task will be to maybe destroyer as well. We need to customly build one of those. Its task will be to bombard this place and get rid of its armies. Now, do we still have the option to? Yeah, moderate bombardment. There we go. And that should reduce these ground forces to a sufficient level where we can send in the invasion. Well, what are they called exactly? Mechanized cyborg assault armies, right? Just assault armies. Fair enough, I suppose. They did send a fleet over here, though. Can it? Yeah, it can. It can win. But I suppose we'll send these 14 vessels that way then, to take out these 8 even. That's not 6, Juggernaut, you can't count. Right. Also, leaders is fine, species is fine, nothing to add or subtract there. Ship designer, yeah. The Prevailer destroyer. Now, we don't want it to be a picket ship. We want it to be an artillery ship. Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, among other things, right? We want it to be an artillery ship. So we'll put 3 of these down, 2 of these down. This looks kind of weird to me. No, they don't have a great many slots, do they? For some reason, I think they used to have more. I don't know, maybe I'm just out of my mind. Oh. We put extra shields? Sure. Orbital trash disperser. I mean, I'm gonna put it on. Because, yeah. Okay, so this will be an artillery ship. And that's about it. So that's the Prevailer. There we go. But we're going to need to design a new one as well. And this one will be a gunship. So, picket ship stern, interceptor ship stern... Gunship stern, yeah. Let's make it a proper gunship. And this one will be a ship of the line. There we go. So we're going to put lasers on it. And armor. Lots of shields. I'm also going to put this thing on just for, you know, for now. The Predator, the Stunner, the Exterminator, Annihilator, Devastator. Yeah, sure, we'll go with Devastator. There's a certain theme to these names, and I don't dislike it particularly. These are missile ships. Okay, there we go. So we have 2 new ship variants.
They're coming for our starbase.
Don't worry about them coming for our starbase. We shall deal with it. Okay, now I want to check really quickly the market. We're at 30% market fee. I'm ever so slightly wondering how I can manipulate this market fee. There's gotta be a way, right? Pretty sure there's a way to manipulate it. Well, we'll get to that eventually, I suppose. All of our factions are particularly happy, which
Anomaly found. Hey,
yes, that's nice.
monetize this?
Can we monetize? Yes, we can, actually. Believe it or not, we actually can. The Saban Empire, fleet power, overwhelming. Really? Overwhelming? Okay. High war exhaustion. We have reached 100 war exhaustion in our current war. Yeah, but I would kind of like the war to continue if at all possible. I mean, they're fighting over here already, so I doubt they'll end the war outright. I've also found a couple of exploits in the game. I'm debating whether I should use some of them or not. I probably won't, but yeah. I'm sorry. Well, are you going to tell us about what have you found? Well, here's the thing. I was yawning. I found that, unlike before, and actually I haven't really tested this before, but now I have, because somebody mentioned it, you don't have to click decisions and notifications. So what do you mean by that? Well, here's the thing. Usually, when you get, like, something happened, or, you know, what's a good example? Like, oh, you've talked to these guys, and you've asked for aid in research, and you paid for the service, and, like, after a certain amount of time, they're like, okay, would you like to renew this, or, you know, would you like to cancel it? You don't have to click it. You can just put it down there, and wait for a couple of years. So not a couple of months, a couple of years you can wait. That's huge. That basically means that you can, for a couple of years, you can get a free bonus. Oh god. I think I'm catching a cold or something. Thing is, I don't remember this apartment being this cold at winter. I remember walking around in a t-shirt and underwear for the vast majority of the day. Well, I don't have people around, obviously. But it's, like, surprisingly cold. So I'm wearing a, what's it, like a sweatshirt type thing? Or a jacket, depends. It's weird. And all the heating's working properly. I've spent the last 30 minutes checking everything. Now, you want a peace offer. Status quo. No, I would rather not. Wait, offer? You can't force it? I was thinking you can... I was pretty sure you can force that on me now that I have 100 war score and... I don't have 100 war score, I have 100 war exhaustion. Alright. Whatever, I'm not complaining. Right, so here's the army. So did we win? We lost one corvette, they have lost nothing. Game? Okay, thank you, game. Right, let's rebuild that one corvette and go and repair the rest. We might make a push for their capital eventually. But this is going stupidly slowly. Like, they're at 80%. Okay, why don't I try and invade this and see how it goes? The company vessel score gains promising crew modifier, anomaly research speed plus 20, or gain a new scientist. We don't need a new scientist, I'll go with that instead. So there's a good bit of devastation on the planet. I don't need a new scientist. Scientist has died. Oh, come on. But I also have this guy as well. I'm going to put you onto that, because, yeah. Alright, now, are we invading?
Hostile takeover initiated.
Yes, hostile takeover initiated. Okay.
Boom.
How are we doing?
We built something.
Horribly. We're doing horribly. Okay, let's get more troops. Here. Recruit. 20 assault army. Human assault army. And I suppose we can get away with recruiting... Well, yeah, we can get away with recruiting one here. Human assault army there, okay? And try and retreat these guys as quickly as humanly possible.
Construction complete.
Retreat! Okay, we can retreat now. Ooh, they've disengaged on their own. Ah, but they're still taking damage. Alright, retreat. You've done your part. Now just... now just wait for reinforcements and you'll try again. But that's... yeah, we're gonna devastate this planet a little bit. Ah, it's a huge planet, it doesn't matter, I suppose. Federation Association offer. Kind of far away, but I'd like to be a member of such a federation if at all possible. Here's a good question. As far as where is it? Unity is concerned. Diplomacy. This is still the thing you need to get to unlock federations. Okay. Fine. We don't have any cap for ships anymore. So I'd very much like to have some, but alas, alack. Alright, Tundra World, Alpine World, none of these are very good. At all. You still have unemployment. So why do we have unemployment? Right, ruler jobs, unemployment. What exactly do I need to do to get you employed? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, we have bigger things. Bigger fish to fry, eh? What, did you send the ships over again? Alright, fine. Did we get the reinforcements? Yes, we did, we got the reinforcements, okay. Bad news, you're gonna have to fight me again. Oh, the glorious, glorious position of having 2 fleets instead of just 1. But this is gonna take a while longer than I expected it to, unfortunately. Though I suppose it could be worse. Arguably, this, when reinforced, will be enough. Honestly, but like... Let's enter orbit for now and see how we're doing. Yeah, I think with all the bombardment, like, this will be enough. But we're gonna need the other forces anyway soon, so... Mind you, these need to be fully reinforced before they can do anything. Well, in the meantime, let's go and beat these guys again. Oh, and I seem to remember having a science vessel somewhere in the area. Turns out I do not. How about... Mind you, it's such a small thing, though. Like, it's pretty insignificant. Star pattern plus 7 stars. Yep, I'd like to get to the bottom of that, please. Look, I have a... perhaps a somewhat... unorthodox approach when it comes to all of this, but that approach is leave no stone unturned. So we could catch some flack for that later. Nay, we probably will. But so far, we're going to do that. And we're going to follow that entire line of logic. There's 14 pirate ships there. Don't know if you've noticed, but that's a little bit of an issue. Okay, are you by default at 85? You know what, I don't care. Land.
Our troops just hit enemy soil running.
There we go. Alright, invasion successful.
Yield of over 5 megatons of TNT in the event of a catastrophic overload.
Right. I didn't know that. That's funny. Okay, what do we do now? Methinks... Well, okay. Let's go ahead and talk to them. So what sort of claims do I have? I don't have a claim here, which means attacking this is kind of pointless. And I don't really have the funds to get a claim there. I do have a claim on both of these. So what I'm thinking is we go ahead and attack both of these.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that sounds grand. And again, go and repair this fleet. And let them try again. Right, how strong is this station, by the way? 961. We're gonna need both fleets. I mean, luckily they're very close together, so we can afford to have both fleets attack that one. This one, I'm not so sure though, and considering this was bordering their rival from 2 different locations, one of which is an inhabited world, they're probably defending that very, very well. Now, why don't you want to form a commercial pact with me? Trade value given distance. Minus 17. Okay, how about my new best friends over here? I already have a commercial pact with you. Okay, so does that mean that I can click here and establish an office? Yes, I can. It's going to cost me 1,000 energy. Well, no, it's going to cost me 1,300 energy and 65 influence, but we're going to build that next. So, accumulate 65 influence. Got it.
Boom. We built something.
What do we build? Oh, that's fine. Not exactly worth mentioning, really. But okay. And go. It's Haka, right? Yeah. Heka, sorry.
Ding, ding, ding.
What do you want now? No, not yet. I'm not ready yet. I need... The planet wasn't there. Sadly. Sadly, I wanted to say strangely, but they both make sense, really. Huh. Alright. The reason I want to get after these two is this is 100% habitability for one of our species. The I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting what their name is, but the non-humans, which is horribly racist, and that's not what we're all about. But hey, now what do we want here? But I suppose this, right? It's a little bit of extra energy. Wouldn't hurt. Alright, are we ready, people? Well, we have... Hold on a second. Did this just decrease the power of the fleet, or is it just my imagination? But I'm pretty sure that's just what happened. Anyways, those numbers are more of a general idea, not a science. Civilian fabricators. Right, but these require a special thing that we do not have. But instead we can get coil guns, which will be very useful in the near future. Ooh, cool. Does that mean I get my first...
We built something.
No, because I'm not mining that yet. Alright. We need to get those rare, Damn it! Fine. No longer a valid rival, and our war is in status quo. We did get what's it called? A thing out of it, though. So... a planet. So, all things considered, not the worst thing in the world. Too few pops on planet to support this building, really? Alright. So, what do you need? This planet needs entertainment, to all intents and purposes. Now, here's something that we need to check. Sorry. Species. We now have the Bebaki as well on our world. Now, here's the thing, you're humanoid as well, and by default you've been given full rights. I think we're going to give you social welfare, make you full citizens, and allow pretty much everything, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I mean, there's a lot of you as well, which is kind of a thing, too, that we need to consider. Okay, fair enough, I suppose, right? Fair is fair. Why are we losing so much energy? Like, civilian industries, commercial zone. How do you not have enough of this? Okay, let's see, who's working on what? Artisans 2. 1 enforcer. 7 out of 9 clerks, 5 out of 16. Ah, right, so you need more population for those two, for those numbers to go up. Fine, fine, I suppose. We also do have a station here that has a trade hub, so we are gathering trade from that area. tell you what, all things considered, I'm rather happy with the outcome. Now, we're lacking food, we're lacking consumer goods, we're lacking credits.
Research complete. We did it.
Alright, nice. Now, here's another reason why it's a great idea to give you full rights and all that. I'm going to disband this colony ship. The other great reason is now I can actually settle arid worlds. Arguably I can settle... Oh, there's an arid world right there. No, not yet. Not yet. Arguably I can settle Savannah worlds as well. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, what is this? Starbase is not connected to a trade net. Why? Collection range 1, protection range 0, trade protection 8. Do you need more? Do you need another one of these? Is that the issue? I think you need another trade hub because you're too far away from this one to connect to the network. I think that's the problem. But it is something that we'll work on. Don't worry about it. So we get a star hold eventually. I am totally catching a cold. So we get a star hold eventually, and yeah, we can connect the two. But until then, we can't really do much, can we? No, not really. All right. What can I sell? Market. I'd like to sell some minerals. Now, I'd like to sell like a couple of thousand of them, and here's my reasoning. I believe I can now, with grace of God, establish a branch office. Right. There we go. We have a branch office here. We can also build corporate buildings. What do these do? I have no clue, but we'll find out. So, this one produces Unity, this one produces... See, they also have jobs. Now, does that mean that their population is going to work in my corporate buildings? Because if true, this is potentially huge. Soldier jobs, naval capacity plus 10. That's interesting. I think we're going to build one of those. But I think we should focus on what we're lacking. Energy we can finagle. We're lacking food and consumer goods, but we're also lacking naval capacity. So here's naval capacity. And here's consumer goods. Right, makes sense? Makes sense to me. And when we're done with that, we jump over to the next planet and we build a branch office there. I'm essentially a parasite. No, I've got it now. I've got it. I'm essentially a glorified parasite. And what I'm doing is I'm leeching off their planets and populations. Mind you, it's more of a symbiote, really. Because now what's happening is... essentially, welcome to 2262 capitalism. What's yours is mine. I just bought your planet off you. Partially. It's kind of like having shares in the planet, right? Because now their population works on my stuff. And it's kind of amazing. Really. Okay, so let's... Last time we did this, and I think now it's going to work exactly the same way. Healthcare campaign. We don't have the energy for it. Last time I landed a bunch of military forces here in the hopes that this will increase stability and lower crime. It did not, but well, I have nothing else to do with those forces for now, so let them sit there and maybe eventually it'll be useful. You never know. Did I talk about the exploits that I found? Because I don't think I did. Okay, that's gonna annoy me. Let's optimize this. Okay, there you go. That's far more optimal. I don't think I talked about the exploits that I found. Maybe I did. But well, basically here goes.
Research complete. We did it.
Yeah, I talked about the thing in the corner. You don't have to click, but there's also a few more. Mainly, you don't need science ships to survey. Not survey. You don't need science ships to explore anymore. You're supposed to need them, but you really don't, because now each and every individual ship has the move option. So you know, but you can't do that. Yes, but what you can do is, like, unless they fixed it, I think there's a hotkey or something which you then click to move, and you can now explore with regular ships. I think it needs to be. Maybe it needs to be combat ships, but whatever. It's a little bit broken. The economy is in the drain now, though, so we need to fix that, and, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build colony vessels. Oh, yeah. We're going to build these colony vessels, and not one, but two. Right? That's the idea. We build two of these colony ships, and we send them out into the world. They're going to colonize these two planets. Then later this one, and we'll talk about the Savannah worlds at a later date. But right, this is amazing. I am now a parasite. Like, this is... Sorry, wrong button. Yeah, like, this is actually amazing. Scientist died. Oh, dear. Okay. Tell you what. Recruit that one. You're now on scientist exploration duty. You're now the new head of research. Yeah, like this is actually amazing. It's a little bit pricey though, but all things considered, not exactly bad in any way, shape, or form. Right, look at that. That's actually amazing. Faction. What do you want? Church of Spiritualism Unchained. Amazing. Allowing for replacement of organic life with robotic workers will displease the Church of Spiritualism Unchained. Right. Right. Well, this... I find it... You don't exist, right? You're gathering what is effectively a cult around you. It's kind of amazing. There's 5 pops of the Empire that belong to this faction. You're creating a cult is what you're doing. And I don't like it. It's like, I'm okay with humans and even, like, look at that, there's no other species other than humans the leader of the factions. And I'd be okay with other citizens of the Empire being, or the corporation or whatever, being members of factions. I'd be fine with that. But look at you. What are you doing? Macken, son of Gaul. You look like Gimli. Jesus. Alright, whatever. Still unemployment's an issue here. Okay, what do I get you as a job then? Executives. Clerks, technicians, miners, farmers. Executives. Well, there's nothing I can do, right? Yeah, there's pretty much nothing I can do. I'll tell you what I can do. I think I can resettle one or two of them. So I can resettle you somewhere else. And that'd be fine. Nah, whatever. Not the... We don't have to min-max everything. It's not the greatest issue. This, however, is pretty problematic.
Boom.
35. So this unlocks at 35 pops. Okay. It's weird, because that unlocks at 35, and I can't repair this. Because there's too few pops to, What if we demolish it? Ah! Right, that was a weird way of doing it. It should have said 40 here previously.
Boom. I found something.
Unless it would have bugged out, but you never know. What with Stellaris and all, you never really know. Okay, since there isn't much I can do about the entire situation, we'll repair this fleet. And, oh, tell you what, let's go over to the fleet designer as well. Fleet manager, whatever. Yeah, not the fleet designer, the fleet... Well, it sort of makes sense for it to be the fleet designer too, doesn't it? So we'll have 14, because you've already built one of those there, and then I'll add another design to the fleet, or I'll add 2 more designs, actually. Now, this puts my naval capacity at 42 out of 48. What if I were to add... like that many? Right, that makes sense. Okay, and that's exactly at 30. Good. Build them. So we're going to have a lot of reinforcements for the first fleet. Not that many for the second one, but the second one's less important. You're the backup, right? Plus, you do have those raider ships, so you don't really need the destroyers. You do, but they're sort of an alternative, I suppose. A relatively okay alternative. And things apparently have a way of working themselves out in our empire, more or less. Considering the fact that we're now relatively okay on food and energy. Well, we're quite okay on food. Energy is doing relatively good, too. Alright. Survey. Survey. Why are you not surveying anything? Need to learn more about the general area in which we exist. Hopefully find new friends! That would be grand. Build an outpost there as well.
Hostile fleet's getting what's coming to them.
Alright. Combat then. Let's see how we do.
I found something.
Sod off. I don't care what you found. Not bad, not bad. Doesn't look as entertaining as bigger fleet battles with not necessarily more vessels. That's not the real issue. With additional types of vessels. So they have big battleships in the back, and you know, those are more entertaining to watch. But hey, this is pretty okay too. There's another faction that... Is there a limit to the number of factions we can have? Because I think we damn near hit it. What do you want? Stalwart defense. Peace. Okay. You're going to be happy with the overall state of things. The galaxy in general. Local rivalry, right, you want me to rival someone. Not gonna happen anytime soon, I'm afraid. I really want to stay friendly with these guys and with these guys. With these, I have to stay on friendly terms, pretty much. The Lost Amoeba. Out of the question, just keep avoiding it. Ah, it's a little baby amoeba, look at it. Look at it, it's a baby amoeba, it's adorable. What's it doing? It's following the science, man. That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's a pet. You have a pet. Oh. Oh, it's you. Is he still following you? Yeah.
Construction complete.
It's adorable. It's the most adorable thing I've seen in this game. Energy's okay again, by the way. We fixed it. It's... God, it is so stupidly cute. Oh, I am amazed. How such an insignificant thing can just... Ugh. It's awesome. It is so awesome.
I found something.
That's fine, research it.
Technology discovered. Rad.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, that'll help with the energy situation too. Chemical plants turn minerals into volatile motes. It's pretty good, to be honest. Research station output plus 10. How much are we getting from? Quite a bit. Let's go with this, and then we'll go with the rare resources. I don't want to delve into that just yet. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything else.
Boom. We built something.
Alright. What did we build? Oh, well, that? Yeah, because we lost one, apparently.
Construction complete.
Right. We have a pretty vast empire. Well, not necessarily true. If we had all of this under control, we would have a pretty vast empire. But now, as things are concerned,
Those hostiles.
huh? Sorry, what? What the hell is this? The Great Wound.
Boom. We built something.
Okay, a couple of scientific questions. Subspace ruptures. A variety of them. Why are they black holes? Because, I'm not quite getting why a subspace rupture would be a black hole. It would be more like a wormhole or something, wouldn't it, than a black hole? Because a black hole isn't necessarily a hole in and of itself, right? It's more like a point of infinite mass that sucks everything around it because it has infinite mass, including light. Ergo black. But it's like... Oh, and it doesn't exactly... it doesn't exactly bend space around it when you zoom in, which would be kind of cool. Huh. I don't know. So I don't think these would be black holes, necessarily. But hey, what do I know, right? On the shoulders of giants. Good, good. Interesting. So this one actually provides straight-up alloys. That's Interesting. This is stupidly adorable. Look at it. It's a pet amoeba following you around. It is following the scientist that's sort of establishing a cult. What with everything that's going on, but, you know, still. It's adorable. We need more consumer goods. Like, it's not funny anymore. We need more consumer goods. We need more food too, but like food we can manage. Right, you go up here and build mining stations yeah, build mining stations, period. Oh, I have a theory. No, it's not.
We built
Never
something.
mind. Yeah, it is. If I control this, I think this would hook up to the trade network. Because it's 1-2 away. And this has a trade hub too, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So, I think if we controlled Heka and... Well, that one doesn't matter, but if we controlled Heka, we would be able to connect this up. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay. Why have you sent 3 ships here? Did you embarrass yourselves? Is that it? Come on. Get real. We don't have any humans. Well, obviously humans don't want to live on this world. Think about it, Juggernaut. Okay. Excuse me? Oh, they're gathering up now. Yeah, fine. Okay. Tell you what, though, we've been going on for way too... Well, not way too long, but we've been going on for long enough. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.